Greetings and salutations everyone, I'm Ekamek. This is Let's Play Sly 2 Band of Thieves. In the last episode we beat the prison episode. Finally got Murray back, even though things weren't quite going so well. Ow. You'd think I'd have learned my lesson by now. But no, I'm a very slow learner when it comes to this game apparently. Yeah, those tanks knock off half your health in one shot, so yeah, actually a bit less sturdy than the first game when it comes to them. We got to the second episode of Prague, which I'm not 100% sure whether I mind the repeating theme with this episode as much as India, because India was starting to wear through, but okay, let's be fair. Even though I find it a bit dull, I have zero problem with it. Basically, even though India feels like filler, it isn't. No time to pickpocket him, even though I saw the shinies in his back pocket. Like, it actually had a pretty important purpose to the plot. That is, it gives us enough time to get used to Neela helping us out, so she can betray us. And here, it does actually feel like we needed this. Here, it feels like with the way that episode 3 ended, we need the 2 episodes just to get a proper handle on everything that's going on, and I'm sitting at a quarter health left, so something bad's gonna happen. I just saw a bottle out there, I want it. Oh no. I was so used to the tanks being on this side, I think I mentally forgot that you can also run into guards out on this little alcove island. Like, you've got to spend an entire episode with the breakout. That's not a small endeavour. And then we need to get some actual payback for what the Contessa did. Anyway, I feel the need to point out that this is an emergency recording. I've recently got my full COVID vaccination, although, I guess I'm not allowed to say that on the internet. I got my coconut cake vaccination. There, that'll be allowed to pass the censors. I was expecting to fall to my doom. Finally, medicine. I think the idea is that any sort of explosive will deal double damage. But yeah, so I've been feeling a bit out of sorts. I don't know what happened, I'm not going to complain about it. I've been feeling a bit out of sorts. I had almost finished editing episode 69 of Tokyo Mirage Sessions, but then I realized that at some point my narration got terribly desynced from the actual footage, so I needed to spend a properly full day of well, at least I need to watch the whole thing through and figure out where things went wrong there. That was 2 days ago. Yesterday, I was so busy playing Final Fantasy XIV and Star Wars The Old Republic that I didn't actually get a chance to... I get the feeling... Get him off! Yeah, I thought that there was less treasure in his back pocket than he was. Yeah, I spent so long there that I entirely forgot to actually go and, well, edit it properly so I could upload it today. So instead, because I still don't feel like dealing with that, I'm just recording one episode of Sly 2 to give me something to upload today. I mean, it's just 6 o'clock, how bad could it be? Also, kids game! Yeah, kids game! Anyway, enough stalling, we have a quest to get to, and hopefully someone around here is going to drop health. I'm actually a little bit sad that I actually got my first proper death yesterday, but I guess it's been ages since I've played. I shouldn't beat myself up too much. It was just... I felt kind of proud. The reason I smoke bombed is because I want the bat's treasure. Just bronze. Anyway, Sly's mission has to be around here somewhere. Bingo! Guess it makes sense for a spider's castle to be covered in cobwebs.
Alright, Sly, there's your new objective. Sneak inside and smash the coffin of the evil wolf priestess.
Sounds pretty harsh. Does the old girl really deserve that sort of treatment?
Weren't you listening? She was an evil wolf priestess. Once you smash the coffin, it'll free all the ghosts trapped in there with her.
Okay, I don't know where you're going with all of this, but freeing trapped ghosts sounds vaguely heroic.
Of course it does. Oh, right. We have a flashlight guard around here. I don't mind fighting all these guys. I mind fighting the flashlight guards. I do kind of like that line. Sounds pretty harsh. Does the old girl really deserve that sort of treatment? Weren't you listening? She's an evil wolf priestess. And of course she has wolf statues everywhere, why not? So, it should be noted that they're slightly off rhythm from each other, so if you wait, you'll eventually get a chance to get past them. Alternatively, you can just jump and press the circle button. Spider bombs. Oh.
Nice work. Now head outside and I'll fill you in on phase 2.
They kicked us out and the cutscene locked us so we couldn't get the money. I guess I thought that the coffin could take more hits than it did.
I've modified the imager in your binocular to capture ghosts.
Didn't I just set these guys free? Why would I want to capture them again?
Not to worry. It's only a short-term confinement. Gather all the ghosts, then set them free down the chimney of Neela's headquarters.
I get you. She'll think it's a sneak attack from the Contessa.
Correct. If I did my math right, and I always do my math right, Neela should respond to the assault by purchasing more firepower.
Anything bad for the Contessa is good for us. And we get to really freak out Neela.
Yeah. Neela has it coming. We don't actually get any titles for these ghost photos though. And I guess that this is a time to bring up Neela in a bit more detail. So I sort of hinted at it before that I thought, maybe the game's trying to get us to ship it. And maybe I was a little disappointed about Carmelita, but if they can do the writing well enough, then it would work. And then Neela stabs the gang in the back, very unceremoniously. Isn't that an edge? Oh, either way you can give me your money. Silver medal. It's a very stark reminder that, hey, corrupt cops aren't a good thing. Photo of him going... The fact that he's hanging around these cages is kind of a morbid thought. Maybe this is how he died. But yeah, it's sort of an unfortunate situation. We need Neela to win this war. But it's not because we want her to win, it's because we want the Contessa to lose. Because, well, we can't just leave her to her own business, can we? She's hurting a lot of people, and she's gonna hurt Carmelita if we don't stop her. I should also point out that this mission does have an effect on the real world, or on the overworld rather. As Bentley said before, it'll convince Neela to purchase a bit more mercenary firepower. And that means you're gonna start having them... Well, basically she's gonna purchase a few bombers. And that's gonna be kind of a problem because it means that every now and then you're going to get bombs dropped on the roofs of the castle. And if you're around there, well, it makes noise. It can alert guards. You can also get the slightly morbid scene of seeing her spotlight turrets shoot down the mercenaries. Not nice, but they're working for Neela. It is basically our master plan to have Neela and the Contessa squabble, steal the Clockwork Eyes and the confusion, and then, hopefully, for our own peace of mind, Neela will win the war off screen without any more intervention from us. Or maybe she'll end up on the Contessa's electric chair, who knows. You know, I keep forgetting that I have an actual point to coming all this way. I just keep getting distracted by these rooftops. Prague is a really good level theme. I like it. I get the feeling that a ghost hangs out on one of the roofs. And if we do go by the rule of the ghosts are going to go hang out by where they used to be, then one of them was near the guillotine. This is a kid's game. Right, this guy can be a bit tricky because this is the only place you can stand. So he can easily duck. He can come out right underneath you and you lose track of where he is. 9 photos. I actually kind of forgot that this level has quite a bit of collecting to do. Oh no, not around the tanks again. It's weird, I didn't really care about the tanks in my off-time Let's Plays, but now that I have an online audience, I suddenly really care about my display of skill. This is the safer way down, but it also has a bunch of grotesques here, so it's always possible that you'll be ambushed by guards. Right, I see that guy over there. Pocket loot, pocket loot. Give me your pocket loot. It's an interesting touch. Like, in games like Final Fantasy, or JRPGs in general, when you use a steal command, usually it just adds a drop on top of what you're already getting for defeating the enemy. But here, you actually do lose out. The money you see in their back pocket is what they'd have been getting. Any money you steal from their back pocket isn't going to be dropped by the guard when you defeat them. Which is more realistic, let's be fair. You'd think that that one over there we wouldn't need to capture because he's already pestering Neela, but I guess not. Get over here. Oh. He rumbled the controller by walking through me. Or floating, I guess. Yeah, this is the problem with it having no better position. You've got to be quick on the draw to catch these guys. Don't panic yet, we haven't been spotted by a tank. Going via boat would be very slow and not particularly productive to a Let's Play. Let's go by the rail. I feel like if there are Sly and Neela shippers, it's only until Episode 3's end. Mind you, there might be a few out there who ship them anyway. I've seen much worse ships. Or rather, I just know that they're out there. I mean, heck, I think one highlight of a Sly 3 episode of Comic Foil's Let's Play was actually talking about an absolutely, and I don't want to bash something that I've never read, but apparently his co-commentator was recounting from an absolute train wreck of a ship fic, where it was just misspelt, poorly developed characters, all sorts of awfulness, and it sounded physically, it was painful. It was almost physically painful to listen to it. You could hear them enunciating the spelling mistakes and everything. Fucking good pasta. But, everyone has their own weird ships. I mean, I ship Ibuki Miyoda and Makoto Nijima. That's the textbook definition of weird crossover ship. I should figure out where this final ghost has gotten to. Over there. Oh, I think he's hanging around the Contessa's tower. Like I said, you'd expect a giant spider boss to have a lot of cobwebs around. Cheeky ghost.
Okay, Sly, you have all the ghosts. Now just make your way to Neela's HQ and drop them down her chimney.
I don't know whether this was necessary for our master plan, but it definitely gives us a little bit of catharsis against Neela. They'll never shoot me if I jump in the moat first. Sweet dreams.
So the Contessa wants war, eh? Perhaps it's time I purchase a little air power. A few bombers should put that old charlatan in her place.
Also, slightly morbid thought that the last ghost that we captured was in the Contessa's re-education tower. Ooh boy, let's hope we get Carmelita out of before she suffers the same fate. I do appreciate that Bentley respected Sly enough that he did say, look, we will save her. Because in Sly 1 at the very end he says, serves her right being captured by clockwork. But here he does respect Sly's feelings. So, the Raging Inferno flop. We finally have a full gadget grid for Murray. It is a fire AoE. Oh man! I did always suspect that the characters all had different health pools. I guess this proves it. What would kill Sly in 2 hits just barely won't kill Murray, but that... Yeah, I remember this Murray mission. It'll be short, provided we survive. Enough tank fights, please. Oh yeah, you can actually pick up those explosive barrels with Murray. And I just really want to throw an explosive at someone. Oh man, it's an insta-kill on even the vultures. I see this bottle here. Let's smash it. We need to find our way to the top though. We'll get there eventually, I promise. Oh, there. I was just about to go check it out. This is another one of those missions where it would be lovely to be able to pick up pocket loot from around the place, but I guess not.
Hey, Murray, can you see the General from there?
Nope. Just an old man coming up the ramp.
Don't let his appearance fool you. That's General Clawfoot. And he's one of the toughest old soldiers you'll ever see. Not to mention head of castle security.
What if he doesn't want to come? I don't want to hurt him.
Oh, don't worry about that. He's only afraid of two things. Fire and water. Other than that, you couldn't hurt him if you wanted to. He might even come in handy along the way. As a projectile.
Wow, that is handy.
So then, grab the general, bring him back to the safe house. He doesn't care at all. That vulture, on the other hand, probably will. So we can punch him. He still doesn't care. What Bentley said about fire and water is true. If he goes in the water, or if you use your fire attacks, that's an instant fail for the mission.
Now bring it back to the safe house. I've marked it in your binocular.
Here's the thing. He's also making a lot of racket. So you probably need to throw him at any flashlight guards you see. Uh-oh. I shouldn't have used up all my bomb barrels. Now we need to slam you immediately to clear the way. I thought that you could just pick him up anyway, you didn't need to knock him out first, but I guess I must be misremembering. You nearly dropped him down the well, you Goomba. That was a very unwise move. If I had hit the general... Okay, this I'd say is the only real I mean, it's not to say that the rest of the mission is easy, but this is the part you have to be careful of, because if those hit you, you can entirely drop them in the lake. As can those, well, tanks. I have no idea what he's saying. It might be whatever language they speak in Prague, or it might just be nonsense because he's an old man.
Well, well, General Clawfoot. We've got a lot to talk about. You wouldn't by chance know the security codes to the castle gates, hmm?
Time for cold-blooded torture.
Don't feel like talking, huh? How about a little of this? Talk, you scoundrel!
Bentley, how could you? Anyhow, until next time on Let's Play Sly 2, we have to do Mojo Trap action. Until then, guys, take care. I'll see you all around. I guess I could record one more episode.